Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the patio of my brother's house, doing what I do for you. Got something nice for you today. Some people ain't gonna like this one. This is when them get me in trouble situation, but I gotta do what I do. Sometimes I gotta tell you the truth about what I know about. So let's go. Right thinkers. Gratitude, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my story. It's always for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to, enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. This is another one who shot at the, powers that be, circumstance and situation. I'm tired of dealing with that guy, but I gotta get across a point. Right thinkers, let's talk about what kind of society fears people with knowledge of self. There's a little thing called conscious. And as long as we're ignorant, that means we're not conscious. And what this kid did is starting to get us to become conscious. And the powers that be don't like conscious people. Why is that? Let's get into that concept right quick. So let me see if I can break down my view on that. We are what they say in end times. Guess what? From the time you're born into this world, you're in end times. Why? Because your end time is going to come to you, not the world. The world been here a long time. It ain't ending no time soon. The people here got end times. Understand that. We're living here in this earth. And yes, the end time is, again, for those egotistic rulers that we have in control today. And we seem to just keep getting them kind of people in control. And for some reason or other, just keep happening. And that's by accident. This world was here way before we got here. Billions of years before us. We ain't been here that long. So it's been here. It's going to be here. So the world ain't ending. Ain't going nowhere, no time soon. But we live on this earth, okay? We don't control it. That's what Native Americans, ancient Egyptians, the only one who want to control this thing called nature in the earth is that man, the white man. Our ancient ancestors were the most spiritually people that everybody claimed to know who know them, ran into them. They were very spiritual people, but they were spiritually enlightened. Intellect, spirit with intellect, that's enlightenment, and highly educated. We wasn't a bunch of illiterate people. We weren't a bunch of ignorant people. We society woke, practice Mayat across the board. Like if you had, okay, you got the Jewish community. They fine. Why? They keep within themselves and they do what they do. They don't bother nobody. Everybody seems to have a problem with them. I ain't got a problem with the Jew at all. He do what he do to survive and take care of his people. Y'all got a problem with that? Obviously. Why? He gets ragged on and been getting ragged on because he stick to tradition, because they stick with tradition. It's not a bad thing unless you got a problem with it, and most people do for whatever reason. Moving on. But we as a race of black people, we have been getting the shaft for a long time. But when you obtain, and this is what the Jews have, self-knowledge, They could care less about what they know who they are. They teach them that. They have bar mitzvah to prove they know and what? Educated. They are educated. They are educated. Intellectual people are successful. Why? They're going to do what they need to do. They're not going to be swayed or dismayed about a bunch of nonsense. They're going to stay focused and do what they need to do. And when you got a group of people doing that as a race, what's the problem? I have a problem with them at all. But self-knowledge, back from my ancients, was passed down from what? From father to son, mother to daughter. Where I come from, I got everything I got pretty much from my dad. Most of it's bad, but I got manhood. I got a lot of things from him that is good. So that's where it starts. Everything else I got on my own. And I gave what I wanted best for my son. I gave him that and let him get the rest on his own. That's parenting. But that's what we do when you have what? Self-knowledge. You can succeed, survive, and pass on what you got to your kids. My kids is fine. My grandkids is doing good. When you're a grandparent and you ain't got to chastise and discipline your children, you did something right. Why? I just love on them. I just love on them. They just, hey, Papa, yeah, I just love that. That's when you do a good job raising your kids. That's all. A society that's built on lies. White America is the lyingest country ever created. It's built on lies. Simple as that. Understand that. And will hate the teachers of truth. Good people. When I was a drug dealer, now I'm a truth teller. You ain't never see me with nobody. Anybody breaking their neck to get on here and tell me about this? No, none of that, do you? But if I was slinging, I have a room full of people. I'm not into that. But let's talk about society who frowns on people who tell the truth. Why? Because at the Super Bowl, they was upset because wasn't no booty shaking, wasn't no any popping, wasn't no niggas acting for. Oh, they didn't like that at all. Message. What message was that? I want to see some white people out there doing stuff I like. White America, okay. Again, but the message delivered, and now there's some things going on that white America don't like. That's what us becoming conscious. A history, in our history, which is this American place we live in, proves evil will seem to rule. But, and they wonder why it always failed. I told you, every dynasty, everything that's built on lies and greed and dishonesty will fall. We have yet, okay, the only society that was built on righteousness was ours, the Egyptians. After that, there haven't been none since. And rather than adopt their method, shut that down. No, shut that down. I'm bringing it back. That's what I do. Our ancient concepts, and it works just fine today. Why? Self-knowledge trumps everything y'all got to offer, as far as I'm concerned, with your bunch of lying society of people. And watch this, they always crumble. And if your intentions as a leader of people are not good, you are considered to be Antichrist or a liar. You profess to want to do good, and the whole time knowing you're not. Sound familiar? I said that before you got there. They've been telling you about that now. All of a sudden, we getting biblical prophecies. Oh, he's the Antichrist. Oh, it took. I'm so done with that. Why do all good people get killed young? Name me an old good guy. That's our issue right there, my problem. And we got a young good guy now. Don't touch that. I'm telling you, I'm just, why? All y'all old guys, all y'all white bad guys get to be old. But no good black guy get to the same benefit. Why is that? Just for being good. What the is this world going to? Why? It's been that way all the time. It's been that way since we got, this is white America. They've been doing this since forever. They're not going to stop. They didn't gain control and power by asking nicely. They didn't gain control of their evil empires by being good. Not changing, okay? And I'm a good guy now. But I'm a bad guy's worst nightmare. Why? I'm a bad guy who turned good. And to them, I'm a radical. For what? Teaching truth, the good. You rather I be bad? If I do, it'd be squared at you. So you might not want that. So you prefer me to be good. Okay, that's my point. If we had what we call a mayat or good society, it would be respectful, it would be truthful, it would be honest, and the people would flourish of all races and all kinds. We live in a white America where only white people succeed. Billionaires are in control of the laws of the people. What the hell are y'all doing? Y'all don't let the cat out the bag. Y'all put this clown in charge and you get what you deserve. Just that all of us good people along for the ride, we got to suffer along with this nonsense. I didn't sign on for this. They'll tell you, or they'll tell you on their knowledge is what the knowledge that they gave you is power. I disagree. Their knowledge is not power. Ego and not powerful at all. Okay, ain't no knowledge in ego. Being in charge and having destructive control vices over people and having able to do what you want to people, that's not good. Okay, but we're supposed to have a democratic society. Where's democracy at right now? You got a fool who's trying to destroy that. Why? Because he want to be a dictator. That he told you that. That he told you before he got there. You put him there. You dumb. I ain't gonna go there. See, I gotta refrain. That's self-mastery. I gotta put it in. Why? I'm about to go buck wild. They don't want you to have self-knowledge. They don't want you to have nothing except what they give you, which is their knowledge. I will beat you to death with any scholarly knowledge that you bring to me at this point. Why? I have self-knowledge. So I know what I need to know myself. You can tell me about everything under the sun. If you don't know you, shut up. They don't want you to have self-knowledge. They don't want to give you, okay? What they want to give you is what? Belief system, aka religion. To what? Enslave you spiritually and mentally, to get you following their nonsense, and y'all fell for it, hook, line, singer, and still falling for it. No matter what the proof we give you, they still got you hell-bent on what they taught you, and you just can't seem to let it go. That's like a man with a woman that ain't no good for him, he just can't seem to let it go. And what happened? He just keeps suffering. With a woman, same thing, go both ways. With a man that just ain't gonna stop doing what he do, you gotta let him go. Simple as that. To want somebody else to change ain't your job. Changing you is what you need to do. And that's how that works. If you ain't working out for me, I ain't got to worry about you. Why? I'm gone. At the moment, you can count the days. But they'll give you, what they give you is lies to believe. That's why they don't want you to have self-knowledge, aka the truth. A society built on lies don't want truth tellers. They want these mega preachers to keep doing their role. They want these ignorant people to keep doing their role. They want the gangs to keep doing their role. And everything stay copacetic, as they can say. What? The way they want it. Why? They're still in control. But if we as a people start to become conscious, crime rate going down, black people conscious coming up, the hood starting to get safe. Scooby-Doo? Ruh-roh. Yeah, that scares him. Okay, that scares him. As long as everything going back, he's happy. Let's make him unhappy. Let's scare the hell out of him. Okay, by doing what's right as a people. That would be the problem that he would have. And now watch this. I have, again, scholarly knowledge. I got degrees. I got biblical knowledge. I know that damn book y'all call the Bible. And my first knowledge was street knowledge. But I put them all together. Oh, now I have self-knowledge. I got knowledge of self. I got knowledge of whatever I need to know. So if you can't lie to me, booyah me, no, I ain't the one. Moving on. And like all this, watch this. I like all others real sages know what? The truth. I didn't find God through the Bible. I didn't find God through your belief system. Went to Egypt, northeast corner, and got all the information that I need, and I've been beating you over the head with it ever since. And y'all think I'm a problem because I got the truth. More of us get the truth, that means we have more problems for you. I don't want to be your only problem. Let's go. Moving on. That's my point. That's why I teach. Okay? Self-knowledge. So we need to have that. I have mastery of self-knowledge. Okay? And that's what I teach when daily. Sorry about that. I'm out someone else's space. The powers that be call me radical, a bad guy. I can see people hating on what I do, and I ain't got a problem with that. But the powers that be, they don't want me doing what I'm doing. They can't stop it, but they don't want me doing it. Why? Because if it started catching on, we're gonna have a problem. I'm glad somebody else took the mantle and started doing what we needed to do. He gave a message that I couldn't give to that many people in 6 years. So I'm good with that. Why? Because the message is out there now. Now I can add on it, and we can add to it as a people. That's what the message is for. I said, taking and running with it. Oh, we running. We running like hell right now. I'm loving it. So, okay. Now, I call this white America. I call it white America because it's no longer, when we got here, we had natives here, indigenous people here. And just because, like Africa, for black people, the white man took control and have been in control ever since he got here. He came here with that intent. Okay? So, the white man came here just like he did in Kemet, and what? We call it Kemet, Akibalan, which means Garden of Paradise. Did you know that? But that's the thing the white man hired. He don't want you to know that. And he changed it and he took over like he he colonized everything. Egypt. We call it Egypt now because the white man, the Greeks. The same people who 2,000 years ago we educated. 1,000 years later, they came back and started slaving us and giving us their rules. They changed all our God's names, made God white. I learned a very important lesson in life about that evil doing white man. I studied his history. I know him. As well as I know thyself, I know that man, that evildoer, okay? He's the devil in the flesh. The black man is God in the flesh. The white man is the devil. Don't get mad at me. I'm not racist. I'm just giving you a fact. Check your history. Learn something. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. I know that. Now, how you view it, how you take it, could care less, but that's the fact. Again, I don't come here to debate or to argue. I come here to give you facts. You can take it or leave it. Don't make a difference to me, but I got facts, and you can't call me a liar. I learned, okay, for that reason. And evil, what's this? I learned about the white man, and evil is based on what? Lies. A liar. The devil's been lying since day one. God is a truth, honest person. Maya represents God. Eagle represents the devil. That's the you. That's the human part that he give you that. Yeah, you're liable to take it. You give people what they take, whatever you give them. But those who know what they do won't take none of that nonsense. Why? They know it ain't good for them. Simple as that. And lying is not good for you. Okay? So their worst enemy is what? A truth teller. Teacher of truth. Why? We getting the kickback from Kendrick's show. Don't you know how you operate? You ain't been paying attention? I've been here 6 decades. I know a few things about that white man. Okay, in my lifetime, not just his history that I studied and learned. I've known from him for myself. I'm speaking from experience now. I ain't got to worry about relying on the books telling me about you. No, I know you, and I can point it out to anybody to show you. Look at him. Look. Told y'all before he got there what he gonna do. Look what he doing. So do I know what I'm talking about? But do they like that? So that's the difference. I thought being a drug dealer made me a bad guy. It was, but I even taught people how to be bad. Again, that's what I was doing. Those same lessons in life. All they got to do, I got to tell anybody, flip it. That's all. The ingenuity and effort you put into doing wrong, put that same effort into doing right. Works like a charm. Trust me. Wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. I had to get this message out because I'm getting more and more annoyed. What's going on is just not getting better with a society, with a criminal in charge. Doing good makes you the bad guy. Why? if the one in charge don't want good guys, what they say about him? Oh, we already know he's a criminal. He's freeing criminals. He turning criminals loose. Well, he claimed about when Biden charge. They coming in by the millions. They sending them from the prison. Nigga, you freeing them from prison right here. They ain't got to. Sorry, I'm out. Sorry about that. They ain't got to come shipping. You freeing them right here. That's okay. But nobody says nothing. We have a known criminal. It ain't no secret. In control of our country. And he is leading us straight to hell, a.k.a. the wrong way. Hell is down. Heaven is up. We're not going up. As the people, his rhetoric, everything he's saying, everything he's doing is not geared for us to go up. That's going real fast, in case you didn't know. That Indy 500 nonsense don't mean jack. You get them Formula 8, they be rolling, okay? They be putting that roll, and we going the wrong way real fast. Get my point? It's all metaphor. I teach esoteric. I talk esoteric. So you got to understand what I'm saying to you if you can get between the lines, okay? I have to talk like that. We have seen bad leaders throughout history. We know bad leaders. We've seen bad leaders. Hell, he was one of them. Why do we not see this clown as that? Oh, he got to prove it to him. Now you're starting to see that this guy's office, really, this what it takes. If we had that change and put the right person who should be, we would be on going that way. Instead, we're going that way. As above ain't so below. Why? Below is going more below. It ain't trying to go above. What kind of people would do that? Not black. That ain't a black thing. This is on y'all, white America. Wrapping it up again. I'm a little pissed off. And I'm watching. And I'm experiencing the worst leadership in history doing worse things than he did the first go round. He's making it worse. He's engraving himself to be the worst. He's going to go down in history as the worst. That's got to be a plan. That's got to be a goal. You don't just it don't just happen. You can make a mistake trying to do right. You can stumble into something good. His whole intentions ain't to do good, but nobody but him and his friends. Again, that's the worst leadership ever. Why? You ain't leading nobody. You control and manipulating things where you want it. That's not leadership. That's dictatorship, egoistic nonsense. That's what he's full of. Wrapping it up. I told you that before he got there. And for all you white people who voted for him, and I can't even imagine, I would say about y'all black people who voted for him. We ain't gonna talk about that, or anybody else for that matter. But for all you white people who voted for this clown, who lies constantly, are you sorry yet? Are you feeling the pain yet? You playing your money quarterback role yet? Yeah. You think? But it's too late. Wow, we're getting it. We're getting it. And thanks to you, that's what's going on. Wrapping it up. Hope I make my point. Not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to tell the truth. That's what I do. Until we get rid of this Captain Chaos and his rich asshole buddies, it's going to be a rough ride. It's going to be a rough ride. So I told you before it started, buckle up, fasten your seatbelt. Why? Because we going a one-way trip express straight to hell, and everybody's going to suffer unless you're rich. Other than that, be prepared. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. I ain't want to get in too much trouble, so I'll be talking to you again tomorrow about something else, hopefully, because this nonsense, I'm so done with this. I can get back to doing what I do, teach and enlighten you. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100, me, 100, minus that day. So I've never known that my right thinkers have passed away. I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I can handle this clown.